What's going on, YouTube? It's Captain Kano, and I'm starting a new segment called Crystal Ball College Football. And what we're going to do is we're going to go week by week and compare how well this college football video game that EA has created for us is real. How accurate is it? They hammered on us, and they said that they were going to have this game be as accurate as they could. It's going to be the best thing, and they emphasized on accuracy. This is real. This is realism. So I want to go through and see how well they put it together. We started off, this video is the entire year outlook on who's in the playoffs, who won the conference championships, how does it look like, what happens, some of the key moments, key games I kind of looked at, mostly top 25 games. I just simulated the entire game. I also want to mention I started off as Ball State, Heisman, 15-minute quarters. I picked Ball State because they have the worst. They have 1-star and they have the worst overall offense and defensive rankings. I didn't want anybody to think that I was trying to fudge the numbers in any type of way. So I picked Ball State. They were the lowest, just like I explained. So with that being said, please comment down below if you want to see your team highlighted and talked about a little further in depth with an upcoming game. We will be having a week 0 video coming out later today, so stay tuned for that. But enjoy this. It's a great ending for me, for my team, Notre Dame. They did very well in this simulation. I'm very excited for this year and to see how accurate and correct EA has their game based on the simulation. I don't expect 100%, but I'm excited to see it. Stay tuned, comment down below, so like, subscribe, do all that mumbo jumbo, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. Without further ado, here we are. I have it already. I've already gotten it set up for us to actually do this. I went ahead and did all the settings. But for those who are interested and intrigued at what my settings are, I picked Ball State because I don't want to be Notre Dame, and people are like, oh, he's a Notre Dame fan, so he's predicting them to win every single time if that's what the computer does. It's Ball State. Okay, I have no ties to it except for, as you just commented, chirp chirp, he went to Ball State. Okay, so where is the, forget where, here, league settings. I have it set to Heisman and 15-minute quarters. So this is a full simulation, and I also set it to have a simple and automatic everything. So I have no control over this. All I'm going to do is simulate 15-minute quarters and go on. Okay. So week 0, this is the full sim, and I even named the head coach full season sim so I can keep these straight. So this is the full season sim. We're going to go. We'll sim the whole thing. Or should I do bowl games? We'll sim to bowl games. We're gonna break this up a little bit. Yeah, we'll go to sim to bowl games. We're gonna sim ahead and see what we get from this. What conference champions could be about. What is potentially the playoffs. Just all that good stuff. So we're already on almost week 5, and we will see how well the computer does. I'm very intrigued because they talked about how they wanted this to be realistic. So how realistic did they make this game? How accurate did they make this game? Simulations will give us that information. So we're almost there. I'm excited for just to see what because I haven't seen anything like this. I haven't seen anybody say, I'm sure people have done it, but I haven't seen anybody, me personally, say, here's what the computer said this whole season is going to look like. Okay. Weird, it said Jalen Milroe for Heisman. I know we're going to have someone in the chat who's going to be thoroughly happy about that one. Let's see. The Ball State is going to the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. Okay. They went 6-6. Let's just go to scores and schedules. And we're going to go back. We're just going to go back. So in this simulation, they have Florida State getting upsetted 36-34 right off the jump. Right off the jump. And they have Florida State going 7-5, 4-4 in conference. Georgia Tech 8-5 with an impressive 6-2 in conference. Let's see. They have New Mexico State, which this is the one problem I have. They don't have all the FCS schools in this. So when someone plays an FCS school, which isn't that Hawaii play someone? I'll have to fact check that. Can't remember who they play. And I actually have it in the, I think I have it in the thing, in the thumbnail. But yeah, it wasn't an FCS school, I don't think. So that's a little bit of a bummer. So scheduling might be an issue. Week 1, they have LSU beating USC in a nail biter, but they both end up 8-4, so that is disappointing. Boston College went 11-2. Wow. 11th ranked, 6-2 in conference. That's impressive. Utah at number 1, 12-1. Record 9-1 in conference. Okay, interesting. We got Arkansas, Ole Miss. Ole Miss is one of their highly ranked teams in real life. Montana State, New Mexico beat Montana State. Are they FCS? If they are, then that makes sense. That's accurate. NC State ends with 4th. Let's see. Is there any other? Boise State. Which Ole Miss should win. Nothing too crazy. Michigan loses to Fresno State. That's unfortunate, but I love it. That's not a great way to end or start your season. That's funny. And they are FCS. Okay, so that makes sense. FCS, they input these FCS Midwest and Northwest and East and Southwest for those FCS schools that they play. Makes sense. Oklahoma State takes care of their FCS school. Liberty, they take care of business against their FCS school. Kentucky ends the 3rd ranked, 10-2. Ohio State ends 9th ranked, 9-3, 6-3 in conference. Georgia 9-3 at 6th ranked. We got a lot of. I don't think anybody went unbeaten. Oregon at 11-2. The thing I like about this is, which I've said that a lot, but I like how they updated this so that we don't have a lot of 9-3 as the 1 seed. They fixed that fairly quickly, and I'm very impressed with that. Very impressed with that because they just, you had a lot of beatens versus a lot of, hey, this team went 11-1. They're in number 1 ranked. I feel like this is more accurate than it was before. Bama goes 10-3, 7-1 in conference as a number 5 ranked. Notre Dame 11-1. I wonder if they must have beat Boston College. I wonder who they lost to. They have them beating Texas A&M. And actually, this is very weird because this is one of my predictions for the game. 24-21, 24-17, somewhere around that range is my prediction for the Notre Dame Texas A&M game. But Texas A&M ends at 75, which I honestly I would agree with that. I would agree with 7-5, and I would feel like that's accurate going into the season. West Virginia beats Penn State. Wow. Arizona State beats Wyoming. Oh, Virginia Tech hammers Vanderbilt. UCLA goes 3-9, but beats Hawaii, who went 6-6. Oh man. All right. Week 2. We got SMU and BYU. Clemson took care of business. Oklahoma State took care of business. Meh. Let's look at let's can I go? Yeah, I can go top 25. That's really what we want to see. What I want to see at least. Top 25. So we got SMU. We already saw that. Yep. Here, a Big 10 or Big 25, top 15 teams that ended the season top 25. We don't know what they were at week 2 in the simulation. But it was number 10 versus number 12, 9-3, 10-3, and Oklahoma State took it. Bama with a nail biter against USF. Nail biter. Let's see. Notre Dame with their second win. Very good. 31-19. Again, I feel that's accurate. I could see them dropping 19 against Northern Illinois. Like Northern Illinois has, I don't know how they would get 19, but they have 3 field goals throughout the first half, first 3 quarters. They get a touchdown. Yeah, they get a touchdown. Start of the fourth quarter, go for 2. They don't get it. Go for another field goal or something like that. I don't know. 4 field goals, we can even say. And they get a touchdown late. I could see a 19-31 win. I could definitely see that. I feel like these these scores are definitely something that I could do. Like Ohio State, Western Michigan, they put up 35 points in the first half. 42 points in the first half. Pull their starters after 3 quarters. It's 42-7, and the ending result is 45-14. I can see that too, especially in week 2. I mean, they don't want to push there's no incentive to push their players too hard. NC State hammers Tennessee. Wow, 45-7. That's an interesting score. But Tennessee ended as 6-6. So there's something there that just isn't checking out. Anything crazy? Wow. Alabama's first loss comes by Wisconsin. 5-7 is what Wisconsin ended. They weren't even bowl eligible. Bama did not go into Wisconsin ready to play this game. And that's, I mean, I feel like that's a bit of a stretch, but new coach, first test. I mean, Wisconsin, they got good fans. So, I mean, I can see it, but I would disagree with that one. But I can still see it. That's kind of a trap game, which I should really go by team. Top 25 team by team schedule. Because I don't think I can filter by top 25. That's the only downfall. So I can't really do that. I'd like to see how they go. That's all you did as a head coach, to turn the team around. Exactly. Let's see. Can I go into it? No. Let me try and find if there's a way. I just want to see the top 25. Wait, can I go in and force a home win after? Oh, for Wisconsin. That's right. I got them ready. Oh, if I can go in and reset. Hold on. If I can go in and reset, then this whole ordeal that I'm trying to do here, because I want to have this be as accurate as possible going week to week. So say Alabama loses to Wisconsin. But in the weekly predictions, because we're gonna do this weekly, we're gonna do another one weekly, just to do another simulation. Maybe the computer simulates something else. Weekly, have it updated so that the schedule reflects. So say Wisconsin was going into this game. Let's see, week 1. Let's just say, oh, this is bull week. In that game against Bama, I forget what week that was in. Like this game, they were going into this game week 4, 3-0. Illinois was 3-0, but in this, they have them both like 2-1. I want that to reflect real life, and that's what I'm trying to do. So if I can go in and reset the games, that's huge, huge. But I don't want to mess with this, so we continue. Let's skip conference championships. We saw the kind of the start. Let's go to week 15. Just see how it shook up at the end. Ohio State. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Buckeyes would be in an uproar. Oh man. I'm baffled. I think Ryan Day would be fired on the spot, or at least pressured to fire him on the spot. I mean, my gosh. Let's see. No, that was their one loss. We were 11-0 going into this game, and we lose to USC. Oh, I swear, if that happens, oh no, 11-0, and we lose to USC by 3 points. No. Yes, I will cry too. Bama takes care of Auburn in the Iron Bowl. What else is there? Nebraska takes care of Iowa. Iowa goes 5-7. Maybe they shouldn't have fired their offensive coordinator. Just kidding. Utah took care of UCF. Colorado 5-7. Wasn't that their record this past season? 5-7, 4-8, something like that. Awful. Let's see. Rice takes care of USF. Clemson takes care of South Carolina. Georgia, nail biter. Georgia has a nail biter against Georgia Tech. Let's get by that one. I already talked about it. Bama won. Boston College 11-2 beat Pitt. Arkansas State and Old Dominion. Old Dominion comes out with it. Kentucky again. Okay, I swear this has to be a Bordeaux thing. Every time I see Kentucky, they are winning. Do they have a good team? Like, what is this? Is this Bordeaux? Is this Bordeaux shoved, or is this forced because of Bordeaux and his love for Kentucky and how much he advertised this game and put out stuff for this game, or what is going on? Because every time I see them, they are in top 10 status winning games. Every time. I'm calling you out, EA. Is this Bordeaux or is this factual? And I can't wait to find that one out. Because if they go 10-2 and they're the third ranked team in the country, kudos to them. Happy for them. Let's see. SMU Liberty loses to Sam Houston for their third loss. Arkansas 35-23. West Virginia wins by 10, 38-28. NC State nail biter against North Carolina. The Battle of the Carolinas comes in a nail biter, and that's the best way. Hello, welcome. Oregon beats Washington by 12. Ole Miss loses to Old Mississippi State. Ole Miss does not take care of business in Mississippi. Boise State, Oregon State, Boise State won. Fresno State beat UCLA. UCLA is atrocious. Arizona State and Arizona, same old. Stanford at 18. At 8-4, really turning things around in old Stanford, huh? Interesting. Okay. All right, let's go to the conference championships. Let's see here. So Big Ten was Michigan against Oregon, and Oregon drops the ball. That means Michigan is going to be in the champion or in the bye week. Wow, does Ohio State get in? Does Ohio State get in? I think they do, but like, wow. Yes. Welcome to the stream. Let's see. Boston College, Georgia Tech. Bama loses in the SEC to Arkansas. Some head scratchers. Head scratchers. Boise State. That is just not gonna happen. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Arkansas. I'm sorry. I just don't see Arkansas. And maybe they have a hidden gem in their roster, but I do not see them taking the conference championship for Bama over anyone in the SEC. I'm sorry. No. Utah. Okay. Wow. Now we're into bowl weeks. First round, Ohio State did make it in the college football playoff, but they have Kentucky, who's been playing lights out. Wait. They must not be. No, they would not be. Okay, never mind. And Notre Dame made it, but their first opponent is NC State. Tough one. How many bowl games? Oh, bowl week number 1. Okay, never mind. Number 2 is TBD. Here is the first round buys, and we will go to the big picture here in a second and show how it lays out. But this looks like this is the New Year's 6 bowls, which there's more than 6, 8. No, 7. Sorry, can't count. But here's the 4 bye weeks, and then we got the Pop-Tarts Bowl, the Alamo Bowl, and the TaxSlayer Gator Bowl. Okay, so we'll see how those go. Bowl week number 3, none. National championship. What is this? Oh, back to week 0. Okay. La 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 la. I want to see how our boy Brian Kelly, LSU, did. I never really noticed. Oh, that's Louisiana. What does LSU stand for? Oh, it is LSU. Okay. Let's see. They went 8-4, no rank. They beat USC. If USC would beat them in real life, I would be that would be hysterical. They take care of business, but they lose to South Carolina, so they're 2-0, lose to South Carolina by 11, and then they go on a winning streak, 3 wins in a row against UCLA, South Alabama, and Ole Miss. Ole Miss is a nail biter though, but kudos to them for getting that dub. Arkansas, you got 39-49. They drop it, which Arkansas is the SEC champs, so makes sense. Texas A&M, they lose to Bama though by quite a bit. Okay, they beat Florida, Vanderbilt, lose to Oklahoma. Oof. And they got 2 buys. Well, week 15 conference championship, and they have a bowl game, the Texas Bowl, against Kansas. Will you chill, Drew? Just a second. Okay. Let's sim the rest of it. Oh, wait. Sorry. Let's not sim. I want to go to college football bracket. Just get the big picture. So here's how it sits. Fresno State plays Oregon, and then they will play Arkansas. Georgia plays Bama. Wow, that's huge because they didn't play each other in the SEC championship. Them facing off each other, playing each other is huge. Okay. Ohio State, Kentucky, and then Notre Dame, NC State. And we're going to go week by week and see how this plays out, actually. Oh, I can't. Oh, yes, I can. Next week. Let's see how it plays out. All State still sucks. Okay. College football bracket. Notre Dame beats NC State. Good job. Oh. And it's Notre Dame, Michigan in the Rose Bowl. Oh my God. Oh, that would be wow. That would be so exciting. I got goosebumps. That would be so exciting. I'd be so excited. Oregon, Arkansas, Bama, Kentucky beats Ohio State by 3. I'm telling you, man. We are going. Yeah, that's a must. Kentucky, man, they just don't go away. All right, let's see how the next week plays out. Yay. Get through all this. Yep. College football playoff. Wow, low scoring game. Defensive game. Notre Dame beats Michigan 10-7. Good for you. But now we have to face Kentucky, and I'm honestly terrified. I'm more terrified to face Kentucky with how well they've beaten teams than facing Michigan. But this checks out. But Bama, muck 'em. Yeah. Bama taking care of Utah, who went 12-1 in the season. 49-21 is insane. But we digress. All right, next week to see who is in the championship. We lost. Ball State lost. We beat Kentucky. Oh shoot! Not all Americans. Notre Dame. They have Notre Dame in the national championship. Holy cow! This is insane. This is why I was doing Ball State. I did not want people saying you're a Notre Dame fan. This is supposed to happen. No. Totally simulated. Notre Dame, Oregon. Another legendary face-off. We beat Kentucky 38-28. Sorry, Bordeaux. And face Notre Dame in Oregon. Notre Dame faces Oregon. Let me redo that. In the national championship, Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. Continue. All right, let's go to let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Come on. Oh. That breaks my heart. That breaks my heart. Couldn't have been a little closer. I mean, just a smidge closer. Anyways, great year. Great year for Notre Dame. Great, like the best year for Oregon. Obviously, they won the national championship. 24-35. Who knows? Maybe it was a late touchdown, but still, that's a great first 12-team playoff. Oh, thanks, Swifties for lifers. That's a great 12-team year for Notre Dame, considering that they've always been said that they can't win the big games, can't win the playoffs, and they just went ahead and won 3 playoff games starting away at NC State in the Carolinas. So, I mean, spade. This is a great year for Notre Dame and a great step for Marcus Freeman. Not that he's a coach in this game because they don't have coaches in it, but great year. I feel like this is very well done. I think Georgia might win a few more. I definitely think they might win a few more. Bama, we don't know what we're gonna get because Alabama lost Nick Saban. I don't think Michigan is gonna be that high, and I don't think they're gonna beat Ohio State this year. But we'll see. I mean, who knows? They lost everyone basically. that is the full season simulation right there. Go back to here. Full season simulation. This is the final bracket. Make sure we are liking. Make sure we are putting that thumb up. And we'll do this again next year if there's a new game. Hopefully there is a new game. So, but this is the full season. We are now going to go into week by week and see how well the computer adjusts compared to when, compared to what the record is, see how well they rank them, so on and so forth. So make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below if you want to see. I'll have this saved. If you want to see how well a certain team does, I can make a quick video on that specific team. So comment your team and let me know. Thank you again. See you in the next one.